Welcome mates, I'm Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lordy, and we're back on Paragon once again. Should be seeing more Kalari gameplay in the background, but that is the main focus of today. Even though that gameplay is bloody amazing, that isn't the focus of today. Instead, we'll be focusing on another new hero concept. Episode 3, and this series has been such a fun series to bring to the channel because all you mates have been doing so much work on these new hero concepts, aka your visions on heroes that you want to see in Paragon, and they are so bloody amazing to read. It's so enjoyable, and currently so many of you mates are sending me new hero concepts that you've created in the past couple of days onto my Twitter account or in the YouTube comments, and it's just great to see how many people are interested in the new hero concepts and making their own ones and showcasing to the rest of the people, because we try to bring some type of light and shine on some of the new hero concepts that do come out of this little phase that we're having right now, because it's kind of quiet on the Paragon scene and a bit dry until the next hero, Seraph, does get released on January 10th. So a lot of news on that character will be out very soon, but until then, we're going to give some recognition to this new hero concept done by a fan, a mate. I'm going to surprise him because he did send me on Twitter the actual link to this actual hero concept of his, and I didn't really say that I'm going to be doing it. I said surprise in actual tweet back to him, but I don't know if he's going to pick that up because it was with Happy New Year and stuff. So I'm guessing he's been quite surprised when he actually sees this on the channel. So if he does comment in the comment section down below, just say good work on this actual new hero concept. And this new hero concept that he has created is bloody amazing. But before we get into this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button to keep up to date with the greatest and latest Paragon Gaming content and Paragon Gaming news. And if you haven't turned on notifications yet, make sure you do so by hitting that little bell button next to the subscribe button so you have the chance to become one of the first mates on the channel up to date with my amazing Paragon Gaming content. And as always, expected here first. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Also, fun fact, this new hero concept was created by the person that did send me the tweet and also one of his friends. So two people worked on this one hero. It's going to be bloody amazing. And the name for this new hero concept is AKECHETE or AKECHETE. I don't know how you actually say it. It's really hard to actually pronounce, but the name will appear right now on your screen. And obviously this is close to the meaning of fighter. I'm just going to refer to the hero as he or AK in any time or any moment throughout this video, because it's just so much easier to do so. And he does fall into the fighter role. His attributes or his affinities are Fury and Corruption, followed up by his stats: base attack 6, ability power 5, durability 3, and movement 4. And straight away, by the choices of Fury and Corruption, this guy is going to be pumping out huge amounts of damage, guaranteed. Also, mate, if you're watching this video, make sure you add the actual hero traits, so just give somewhat of an idea of what role you want to see this character in, if it was played on Monolith or in the universe of Agora. And honestly, just looking at an AK or the character's lore, it's overwhelming. There's so much actual lore here compared to anything that we know within Paragon. It's insane. And obviously, it's great to read lore, and I want to see what's in this lore. So let's get into it straight away. AKECHETE or AK was born into a small tribe in the middle of a jungle. His mother passed away after giving birth to his brother, and his father never came back after leaving to hunt the beast. What is this beast? Because it sounds kind of interesting and it might be something crazy or something connected to what we know in Paragon in this current moment. Let's keep moving on and see what else is connected into this lore. AK, who was still a child, had to take care of his brother with the help of their tribe's people. His life of tragedy would not end so soon. His brother became obsessed with the idea of killing the beast, responsible for his father's presumed death. So what looks like is going to happen is pretty much he's going to try to avenge his father's death by slaying that beast. So that's kind of interesting. Let's keep moving on to the next part of the lore. One night during AKECHETE's 18th year, his brother aged 13 and disappeared. He had left their huts with nothing but his 2 tomahawks, as it's tradition for all warriors of his tribe. AKECHETE knew he was up to no good, as he had been listening to his brother rambling about the beast for the past years. WTF? What's going on here, mates? It sounds like he's not trying to avenge his father in any way possible now. It looks like he's more obsessed with slaying the beast than avenging his father. Kind of awkward. He followed his tracks into the jungle under the pale moonlight, shouting his name, but all his efforts were in vain. The tracks rapidly disappeared after rainfall. His brother was never found, although there were tales of the beast roaming around the village at night for years after his disappearance. AKECHETE, some years later, now a full-grown man and an exceptional warrior, along with a hunting party, decided to go hunt the beast once and for all. So pretty much he lost his brother after he was trying to go for the beast, and then he got himself a hunting party to go and slay the beast. Maybe not the best idea, but let's see what happens. Unfortunately for him, what stood before him was no beast. He saw what resembled the silhouette of a man, albeit with the face of a horned monster. He recognized his brother's own 2 tomahawks. Suddenly his transformed brother leapt on him with the strength of a tiger, sliced through his arms, leaving AKECHETE gravely wounded and defenseless. Losing a lot of blood, his vision became blurry, but he can remember seeing several silhouettes standing around him. But he was sure of one thing: that went from his tribe. Dang, so what's actually going around here? It sounds like he's pretty much having some type of vision of shadows around him that look like someone he knows, aka his brother, but then obviously it transformed into something else before it was his brother. So it's kind of interesting what the hell is going on there. Let's see what else is going to come up and see if we see any truth behind this. AKECHETE wakes up in a futuristic looking room, a medical installation from the looks of it, where a metallic contraption shaped as his missing arm. He has also been suited with a metallic cuirass with concealed wings within the back plates. A tall person approaches him from the side of the room and tells him only one thing: you are ready to become Paragon. Oh my god, guys, mind blown. This is insane. This is kind of sick. I didn't expect them to do something like this, especially at the very end of this. Like, it's like a massive twist which all makes sense towards the game and pretty much other lore that we do have in the loading screens that I did mention in other videos on my actual channel. This is super sick. That connection right there is bloody amazing. I like that. 100% tick for that. Also, keeping the idea of the beast being kind of hidden is pretty sick. I like that idea within the lore. Good lore story. If that wasn't enough lore for you, there's even lore tidbits which will be on the character. If you did hover over it, you get to see 3 points of lore or background information on the character. And the first point being, was the most decorated huntsman in the whole tribe, has nightmares of the beast as the second point. The third point, believes his brother can be redeemed. That's kind of interesting. So it looks like his brother is the beast, and I'm guessing that's how it's always been, and he has never understood that idea until he actually encountered his brother when he was trying to hunt for the beast. And that's when everything went wrong. But I don't know if the beast took him into that medical facility and gave him all those benefits that he gained to make him what he is in the current state, to make him have the chance of becoming Paragon. But I don't know, it's kind of interesting. And obviously we won't know unless we get more lore information by the creator. And now let's move on to the abilities. His basic attack is called Punishment of the Warrior. AKECHETE, or AK, swings his metallic tomahawk followed by his normal one, dealing 56 basic damage per strike. His next ability, which seems to be his primary ability, Hunt of the Wolf. AKECHETE locks onto enemy hero at a max distance of 2,000 units, then throws a homing tomahawk, which upon impact deals 60, 100, 140, and 180 ability damage, and applies bleed for 5 seconds. Kind of interesting because he's got the bleed mechanic there and a homing actual ability, something we might have seen already in Paragon. Nothing too crazy, but pretty sick overall, and this was his alternate ability, not his primary ability. Now let's move on to his primary ability, Spirit of the Bear. AKECHETE activates a barrow using his metallic armor, through which he gains life equal to 7, 15, 20, 25% of the damage received during 10 seconds. And this sounds like an amazing ability. Obviously, it's more tanky side ability because you get a barrier and then anything that actually hits that barrier, any damage you receive during those 10 seconds will be received as a percentage of health back to the actual character, which kind of gives him more of a tankiness towards its actual character. I like it. It's a pretty sick idea. The secondary ability is Curse of the Viper. On activation for 5 seconds, AKECHETE's basic attacks deal bleed damage to enemy units. Interesting. This hero looks like he's revolving around the bleed effect or bleed mechanic, so it's kind of like Grux if you want to connect to another hero in the game at this current moment, which obviously has a lot of bleed abilities and bleed attacks. In my eyes, whenever I think about a Viper, I straight away think of poison. I feel like he should have had a poison mechanic on this actual ability. For 5 seconds, get a stack of poison on the enemy hero, and you'll be able to stack that for 10 seconds, which could stop the health regen on that actual character that you're trying to target with this ability. That's a pretty sick idea. I'm hoping you take that into consideration if you're still watching the video and put that in your actual reworked version of this character. But keeping the bleed mechanic is still good because sometimes when you create one hero, obviously you want the mechanics to be kind of set and kind of close together, but mixing bleed and poison at the same time might be a very complex idea to do so. But either way, it's still good. And now let's move on to the next ability, which is the Badass Ultimate, and that is Ascent of the Eagle. AKECHETE locks onto an enemy target in the range of 1,500 units, flies to it with the mechanical eagle wings, grabs him, flies straight up and then straight down, dealing slow to nearby enemy units upon impact for 2 seconds, and 300, 380, and 460 damage to the targeted hero. Wow, that's insane. That idea is a mixture of abilities that we do have at this current moment, like lock-on abilities, followed up by, obviously, Greystone because he's going up and coming back down, and doing a slow around him, but obviously the damage is only selected on that one target hero. And this is a pretty sick idea because you have to isolate heroes that you want to kill as quick as possible, and obviously delete them so you can go along with that team fight. I like this ability. This ability is well done, guaranteed. And that completes all the information that we do have about AKECHETE, the new hero concept done by a fan, aka the mate of the Paragon community that did contact me to do this video, and this obviously is a bloody amazing hero. And if I was to rate it, it would be 10 out of 10 due to the fact all the little things connect, all the little parts of the lore of the actual abilities connect. The names of the abilities are bloody amazing, followed up by obviously using the Tomahawk, using his wings, using the certain parts of his body that were mechanically added onto him after he actually got killed or pretty much was near to death when the beast struck him, aka the transformation of his brother when he actually hit him. So that's kind of interesting to bring all that together and make this hero. Honestly, I love this hero. But as always, mates, I want to know your thoughts about this actual hero. Tell me what you think about it. Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's good? Would you actually want to see this hero in Paragon? Because personally, I would. Leave your opinions and your thoughts in the comment section down below. And also, if you want to read the actual new hero concept for yourself, you can do so. The link to that will be in the description below. And if you want me to read your hero concept, just send them through Twitter, and I'll be able to do so. So mates, if you did enjoy this video, show your support, smash that like button. Let's try and get 250 likes on this video. And if you mates want to see more Paragon gaming content and Paragon gaming news on my channel, all you have to do is share this with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that's all for this video. Oh, time's go, but don't you worry. We're back very soon. Hey, Jats boys, you ain't seen nothing yet. Just imagine the beast that he was referring to in the lore story was Grandma Grux. That would be bloody funny.
And that it feels right.